What's going on, guys? Richie Figs here, back with more information, news regarding the action figure world. Today we are actually focusing on Hasbro and their new Hasbro Pulse project that they are working on. They announced it Friday, which was 17th, and seemed like everybody kind of knew what was coming, which I didn't understand how, but I also knew, I guess, before they announced it, that we got the Robbie Reyes ghostrider along with its Dodge Charger that everyone seemed to know about. Like I said, I don't know how people did that, but they did, and there it was in all its glory. All its $350 glory. Now, before we actually talk about the price and the controversy, I guess you could say, surrounding it, we'll talk about what it comes with. It obviously comes with the car and a Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider figure. He does come with some cool accessories. It looks like a real chain. He's got a couple weapons that come with him. And then it does come with the actual car itself. It's the most premium vehicle yet, as it ranges from 18.5 inches long, 7.5 inches wide, and 5.5 inches tall. So this is no small vehicle by any means. It's got street mode, which is just its normal car mode that you would see on the streets, and it's every day. It's got its Hellfire mode with all the LEDs. It's got flame effects for the tires, the engine, opening doors, a trunk, and an LED light in the seats, and then fully articulated doors and trunk with a stick shift that's shaped like a skull and a very cool dash that looks like a car dash. So they really paid attention to details. First impressions on the HasLab project. It looks a little cheap to me personally. If you think it looks great, by all means, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just telling you how I feel. I think it looks a little cheap. It looks very plasticky. It looks like if I was on The Price is Right and they brought up this charger like this with its accessories and said, name that price, I would say probably $175 at the most. And I would feel like I was a little bit over on that price, maybe more around the 125, 150 range, but at the most 175. And then with the figure, let's just say we give it the benefit of the doubt, it's a deluxe figure. Probably looking at $35, $40, let's say on the higher side. We're looking at a little over $200, and somehow they got $350. But I think that's assuming that they are going to, I think that they set the price further down the line because they think we're going to hit the tiers. And then with the tiers, it'll obviously get to that price. But just on the initial project itself, it doesn't look like it's worth $350, which I think people are that's where the misunderstanding comes in. I think Hasbro expects us to hit the tiers where eventually we get that $350 value. But when you look at the His tank being $50 less, and it was an RC, it had all the bells and whistles. This thing is also huge and comes with 4 figures. That's after all the tiers. Like, I think people kind of had a fuss about the His tank initially priced, but you know, that thing crushed it and its backers. And if we back this thing by next week, then we get a additional Robbie Reyes figure, which it doesn't look like it. I mean, this thing is kind of stalled as far as its backers. It's been at 3,600 backers for like the last day, like half day, and hasn't really climbed much. So do I see us hitting another 6,000 within the next couple days? Or not, yeah, an additional 6,000. I don't see it happening, but I understand the controversy with the price. I don't know that anybody wants to pay more money for anything. I mean, if you do, I'd have to really question and maybe say you need to be evaluated. Yes, I'd love to pay more money for something I think is worth less. Then we might have to, you know, really evaluate that person. But I think ultimately a product is worth what people are willing to pay for that product. And if people are willing to pay $350, then that is fine. But I can also understand people, you know, with everything being overpriced right now, there's just not a lot of extra room in collecting. So, you know, I understand both sides. $350 for me, I just don't have a connection to Ghost Rider like that, where I want a big ass charger and ghost flame effects and plastic smoke and all this other for me, there's just not a lot of sentimental value for me to go out and back this thing. If you're a flipper, I'm sure there will be value for that. Maybe a couple $100. I could see people maybe paying 500 to 600 extra compared to the 350. Probably could pull that. Maybe 700. Yeah, 500 to 700 on the resale and the aftermarket once this thing comes out is probably what you will probably look to expect. So a few hundred extra bucks, but and this thing doesn't come out till 2023 either, so that's a long time waiting. I am fine personally just getting the retro card ghostrider. That will satisfy my needs for a ghostrider, but I also understand if you're a completionist in the Marvel Legends line, you love Ghostrider, then I could definitely see you back in this and trying to get this thing funded. So that's really all my news. I don't really support either one. You know, I'm not team, yes, this thing rocks, or team, no, the price is crazy. I'm just kind of, you know, if I want it, then I'll get it. If not, then it's not crazy. It's not going to haunt my dreams and make me lose sleep at night. Oh my God, that thing's $350. How could they? It's not like that for me. It's just, if I want it, then I buy it. If not, then, yeah, go buy it if you want to. I just won't. So, I don't understand that, like, people get all crazy. Like, they feel like they're taking advantage of the customer. Like, it's only taking advantage if you end up buying it and you don't want to. Then they've taken advantage of you because you've done something against your will. And you decided to do that. But if not, then, like, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't let the action figures bug me that much. But, hey, to each their own. If you are for it, great. If not, then I understand that too. But that's all I've got for you today is Richie Figs. And I'll see you on the next video.